guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute, like a very long time. And I'm really excited to get back into things and hopefully up my production quality a little bit. I have a camera now. You are on a camera. And I'm excited to see where that goes because I've never used a camera before and I don't know what to do. So I'm just hoping that everything goes smoothly. I don't know how to edit, so I have to figure that out. And then just send it to my computer, maybe edit it, and then post it, I guess. I was doing it all on my phone before, and then I was sending it to my computer to post it. So now I'm switching it up and seeing if I can make this work, because I think I would be able to have more room for videos on the camera than the bullcrap that I have on my phone. So, flipping things. I don't know how the sound quality is, but I'm hoping it's better. The phone quality wasn't horrible, but it could always be better. I obviously don't have a mic because I'm not professional and I'm just doing this all kind of winging it. So that's basically the updates on that. I've been gone so long because I got a surgery on my knee, and I thought I would just like let you guys know that because I kind of like disappeared for like a year, and a lot has changed, including my views and my like opinions and my likes. So I'm thinking that this channel is going to switch more to a anime manga related channel, while sometimes maybe keeping in the young adult and fantasy and stuff, but mostly manga because that's more of what I enjoy now, and I think it's, you know, if it's what I like, then why not share it with people and find people that like it too. So yeah, today I'm just going to be talking about a very mainstream manga and anime, My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero Academia, whichever one you want to say. I normally say Boku no Hero Academia, but this is My Hero Academia in the books. Okay, anyway, so I have 13, 14, and 15 right here. I just read these recently. I'm actually all the way up to 19, but no one doesn't know. So I wanted to just go through what I thought about these, and I decided to do 3 because I feel like that's a good number, a decently lengthy video, and yeah, because I have a feeling I might get through them pretty fast, and if not, then we can always just do 1 or 2, or it'll be an extra long video. I don't think anyone will sit through it, but anyway, if anyone watches this, hi, I'm Maybe. Good to be back. I'm really excited. Let's go. Okay, so, explaining why I'm starting at 13, I think everyone, or mostly everyone, has heard about the first, at least, couple volumes, and at least the first 2 seasons, and I read them a long time ago, so it's kind of hard to, like, look back into my memory and go, because it's just been a while, so I'm not gonna, like, try to remember and, like, bullcrap my way through it. I'm just gonna start where I, like, read most recently. I started at 13 because I got 13 through 20 for my birthday. So now I'm just gonna, like, review that because that's pretty sick and chill and dope and other words that mean cool. Okay, so start off, hair in my mouth. Talking about My Hero Academia, 13 volume. Why did I say the name again? I could tell you the name of the volume. The name of the volume is A Talk About Your Quirk. Oh, okay, now I remember what happened in this one. I just need to read, like, the first, like, page and I'll understand what happens in this one. So this was right after... Oh yeah, so this is, like, the ending of their provisional license exams. And very interesting. And then it leads into the talk with All Might and All For One, and then lastly the fight between Bakugo and Kirishima. No, Bakugo and Deku. Why did I say Kirishima? Anyway, so before I start, obviously this is gonna be spoilers. If you haven't seen this far or read this far, please click off this video if you don't want to get spoiled, because I'm gonna be talking about what's in the books and probably showing some things. So if you're not there yet, come back when you have gotten there and you can get through this with me. So I read this one not too long ago. probably a couple days after my birthday, which was like actually a month ago. I've been holding back on this because my computer was not doing well and I didn't want to have to figure out how to do it on my phone. And then I realized that I had a camera, and that's when this happened. I found out that I had a camera yesterday. So, like I was saying, spoilers. Let's get started. So, just to show off them, because they're pretty and art is cool. Here's the front with Bakugo, Deku, gonna get it right this time, Todoroki, Gangorka, and Saya. What's your name? I don't know your name. I don't know his name. He has a name, but I can never get it right. I don't ever remember it. I don't know why. But he has a name. So, that's the front. And then the back has Twice. And then, of course, the other Twice. And then Bakugo on the back. So, it's like the same as the front. Anyway, basically it just like gives the same blurb that's like the main blurb, and then it has the blurb about this like volume, and then the other one's about the series as a whole. So yeah, explaining mangas to you guys, that's not useful. Anyway, so of course we get our nice like characters and stuff. So I think I'm gonna talk about, so obviously I'm gonna talk about the first chapter. Wow, that was really dumb. I think I'm gonna talk about the fourth chapter. Technically this is, I should be more prepared. Be prepared! This is chapter 109. So basically, the rescue exercise part of the, test had just started during this one, so that's what's going on. Gonna flip through really quick, just to refresh my brain. So, that first chapter, that was interesting. I do like that they had Uraraka, kind of put back her feelings and kind of focus on being a hero, because I feel like they were really focusing on her really liking, we all know he likes him. We don't have to like it, but we know it is there. And just basically, like, reinforcing that, and then finally I think it's good because she's like, okay, I need to focus on me, and whoa. Why are you moving? Please stop. Do I have to hold it? I have to hold it. Okay, hi. So I like that she did that. She kind of like was like, hey, beach, I'm my own woman. Yeet. And so yeah, that was pretty nice. Nice. So that was the first chapter. Please don't bounce. Why? What's going on? Is it an earthquake? Second chapter, which is 1010, not 1010, 110. Basically Gangorka shows up and he's like, yeet, beach. Yeet, yeet. I really thought that was interesting that they not only have them rescue, but they also throw in the element of a villain, because it's very related to what happened recently. Then they show basically them deciding on that. And then there's the thing with Todoroki and that dude that I can't, Wind Boy. I thought that was really interesting because, you know, there's going to be people out there who don't like the heroes, and I think that they both got a reality check from that whole thing, and then of course they both fail. And so does Bakugo. So I thought that was really, like, good because, you know, one, it's not everyone wins and, oh, we're all good, because, you know, because a lot of, like, how they all got through, like, the whole class got to the second round. So it was more like, oh, okay, actually, it's harder than you think. And I thought that was interesting because Bakugo is such a, like, you know, far ahead character, and, like, he's supposed to be, like, a very main character, so it's like that he has that setback, I think is good, and then it helps him realize some stuff too. Then we get, like, a little background on Twice, which I thought was really awesome because I love Twice. He's great. 10 out of 10. And then we see the League of Villains, like, hiding You didn't even see that. Just like hiding out. Davi setting people on fire. He's not being very good at hiding. Yeah, so Twice basically explains the whole backstory and then the splitting thing. And then we get a little sneak peek of this boyo. Yep. It's that arc. Yup. So then basically All Might talks to All for One. Which I was like, okay, cool. Darn, cool. Sick. Nice. Dope. And basically the last chapter is just them starting the fight. And I thought this fight, which continues on into 14, was very, very good for both of their character developments. And I thought it was awesome that there was finally some character development after like 13 seasons. Not seasons. 13 volumes. 3 seasons. It was the end of the 3rd season. Stop it. Sorry. Okay, so continuing into 14, that's when that fight happens. And I think that's really important, like I said, because Bakugo finally kind of, I think his inferiority complex is revealed, you know, because he has this kind of, I'm better than you, and then really inside he has this inferiority complex, which I thought was interesting and adds more depth to the character. And I'm like, hell yeah. Sick, bro. Dope. And it made me like his character more, because before I didn't really, I don't know, he was just loud and angry all the time, and I was like, checking out. So now I actually am like, oh, he's cool. Oh, another thing about this volume, which I think is really whack. So, I'm reading it, I'm living my best life, and one of the pages was folded when I got it, and as you can see, it's still folded. You'll see in a second. But I was like, oh my gosh, it's folded, what the heck? And at first I was really upset about it, and then I unfolded it. That's the funniest misprint ever, like, oh my god. How do you forget to cut the page? Like, he was just like, he or she who was making this was like, ah, fuck it, I fucked it up, I'm just gonna tuck it in there and hope no one notices. So, yeah, that's cool. I got a nice, weird misprint. So, yeah, I have to fold it to put it on my bookshelf. Otherwise, you know, it won't go on my bookshelf because there's paper, and I don't feel like putting it upside down. So, that's cool. And then All Might shows up and he's like, basically confronts them and tells Bakugo that it's not his fault. I thought was interesting. This is good. Nice. Good. I hit a wall with my speech. I'm just like, what? Anyway, and then Aizawa punishes them, so they're like on house arrest. Yeah, they're on house arrest, so they can't go to things. Aizawa is not happy about it, by the way. He is mad boy. And then, oh yeah, we get another look at 1B and like how they've grown. Like Shinzo is like bulking up and like getting bigger, and there's some Monoma's the same person. He's not any different. Oh, she just poked him in the eye. Kendo just poked him in the eye. I didn't even notice that when I read that. And then there's like the weird foreigner. I don't know. Nezu addresses the whole school. And they're like, what's a work story? What's a work study? Because everyone asks about it. It's focus. And, yeah. And then, oh, yeah. I love this part. Just, he's just there. He's just right there. Like, hey, y'all. And then he notices him and he's like, what? So that's when Mirio gets introduced. And he's like, he tells him how to, like, do the garbage. Like, garbage, right? Don't worry, you can put food trays and the like with the rest of the burnables. And he's just like, okay. And then his face just goes away. And he's like, what the heck? And then he pops out of the ground. Oh, I love it. It's a 10 out of 10. Deku's very confused. And he's super determined to not get left behind. So I think he gets called a problem child. And then we get introduced to the big three, which I was really interested about, because I'm very behind, and I was interested to learn who they were. Tamaki, which, soft, and Nejire. and Mirio, which we already saw, but no one knows. Yeah, so I like seeing a character that's actually shy. I think that's an interesting obstacle to overcome, because they later say that he's got everything down but confidence, and I'm like, that's an awesome thing, because it's a realistic thing that we can kind of relate to as people without quirks and people who just struggle with being confident. Like, nice, good job, good job. Can't pronounce your name, but good job, author. I'm not gonna butcher it. I'm not gonna try. So then they ask about work studies, and they're all like, come at me. And he wrecks them. He wrecks them in... Is that 5 seconds? Is that 5 seconds? I don't know. I think it's 5 seconds, but it could be 5 minutes. I think it's probably 5 minutes and 52 seconds. Because if it's 5 seconds and 5.52 seconds, I'm gonna be very concerned. Then again, 5 minutes is very fast. So, yeah. Let me get a little information about him. So, that was interesting. Todoroki's just watching. And the way that Deku can actually, like, kind of almost counter him is interesting. And then we get a backstory, which I thought was awesome, because it showed that he's not just, like, blindly powerful, that he's actually just, he worked hard for it. And then we get more on Overhaul. You know, Overhaul meets League of Villains, and I'm like, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, that's no bueno. And then they took away our trans rights. They took them away. The League of Villains had trans rights, and he snatched them away. How dare you hurt her? How dare you hurt her? Magna. Never letting that go. Ever. Very sad. Then Compress loses an arm. And they don't like each other. And then Bakugo finally comes back, and he talks about talking with Night Eye. He meets Night Eye, and then he does, like, the all my face, and then Night Eye is like, don't approve. And then he's like, well, actually, I did the blah. And Night Eye's like, And so then he challenges him, and Deku doesn't do very good, except he then realizes that Deku completely, like, missed all of the posters. Like, he hit everywhere and still made sure not to step on any of the posters. And he's like, I accept him. And then they tell them to patrol, which is like, ooh, nice, cool. And then we get to see Eri. That opens a whole other can of beans. Oh, and then they also have, like, the popularity contest thing, which was interesting. And then, like, the spread of the fantasy thingy noise. But that's 14. And then lastly, 15. Oh, I didn't even show you this one, did I? This one has Night Eye on the back, and Overhaul, and Deku. So that's cool. And then the side has Mina. The side of this one has Ojiro. So yeah, that's what they look like. And then here's 15, which has Mineta on the side, and Deku on the front. Sorry, Deku blocked you. And then the back has Facom, which I love Facom so much. The little advertisements that they do are so cute. I love them. And then the Jirei. Okay, so unpacking this one is a lot, because it's just kind of like setting up things. This was an interesting volume. So basically they see Eri, and Eri is like, scare. No good. Big scare. I'm worried. Don't leave. I'm scared. And so Deku is like, no, don't scare. What do to child? And Raw's like, come to the alley, we will speak. And then he like starts to take off the glove, and Aries like, F this crap, I'm out. She like hops back. And that's all we hear. And so then they're like, uh-oh, Night Eye, that was the dude you were looking for. And then then we get the backstory on the whole Night Eye thing with the, if you don't do this, then you will die, and yeah. So then he, like, runs up to him. Who tells him that? I can't remember who tells him that. Oh, no. All Might tells him. Okay, so he runs up to him and tells him that he needs to talk to him, and then All Might tells him, and then he's like, oh god, you're gonna die! And he's like, we're gonna erase that future. And then, Tomura's like, hi, Beaches! I'm back! Let's actually work together. And then, you know, we get a backstory and all this. We get some more background stuff. They agree. And we get the thing with Fakam and Tamaki and Kirishima, which is interesting. And I like to see that. Basically, Tamaki gets shot, so he cannot do the thingy. And we get a little bit more background on Kirishima and how he's kind of like uncomfortable. I'm like, small. And Fakam comes in the day, and then they find those bullets, and the bullets were the things that like started the whole thing, because they're like, oh, this bullet made him not be able to use his quirk. It's not good. And then they get back, and everyone's like, you're on the news. I don't know. And so basically the last part of the book is them gathering people for the mission, and it's all being like, don't be dumb. I'm going to watch you. Over. A lot of talking. I wonder how long this is. And yeah. And then this was scary. It's like, they're here is what he says on the last page. That's what Overhaul says. And I'm like, oh, SpaghettiOs. So basically, that's all. I'm gonna go over some thoughts now that I've like gave you a short, but not short recap. And yeah. So I thought it was really interesting. Like, the author even used characters who the fans had like submitted through contests, which was really cool. I thought that was awesome that he's like involving his fans. I need to breathe. I like talk so fast that I can't breathe because I'm just so excited. This is a problem. Okay. Ow. Focus. Okay, so I thought it's interesting that they're using like smaller smaller heroes and more heroes that are like around the area, because, you know, they can't always like just yeet in like All Might. I thought it was interesting. The whole thing with Night Eye's quirk, I was like, wait a minute, like, why does he refuse? And then you realize, you know, yeah, because All Might. And yeah, I'm really excited. I was really excited to see where it went, because Mirio and Deku were like, yeet, we gonna save this child. And so the Night Eye finds out where they're based by, he sees like a guy trying to buy like a toy, and he thinks, oh, maybe they're giving it to like this little girl. So he like puts it on his shoulder, and, like touches his shoulder or whatever he has to do to activate his quirk, and then realizes that this is the dude, and he knows where he's going. So then he finds the base, and then they're like, yeet, let's go. So that's the basic thing. So far, it's a lot of setting up for, like, the big arc that's just about to come in, like, the next volume. So it's, like, a lot of, building and, like, backgrounding and, like, letting you know information. But at the same time, it's like, ooh, what's gonna happen? And ooh. So, from what I've heard, it's, like, I feel like with this series, people either hate it or they love it. And I'm just kind of in the middle. It's, like, a good series, and I do enjoy it. But it's not, like, amazing. It's not, like, my favorite thing in the whole wide world. So, I think I gave it the benefit of the doubt by reading further, because I stopped at, like, 6 or 7 for a while. And that was when I was still, like, I'd already, although I was reading it, I'd already seen in the anime, so I was just, like, not interested. And I was like, okay. It's like, okay, I'm gonna catch up, because what's the hype? What's going on here? And I'm very, very close to catching up now. Very close. So, if people like this, and they like my weird recaps and weird comments, comment down below and let me know. Because I'd love to do more of these. And then the more getting into the newer volumes that I'm reading, I can give more of my thoughts on them, because they'll be fresh. This is not as fresh. So yeah, that's what I would like. If you like this, comment, like, subscribe if you want. You don't gotta subscribe. You could just, you know, chill and watch the videos. Sorry. And yeah, so if you like it, do all that stuff. Let me know that you like it, and maybe I'll start doing this more. I hope people enjoy or are okay with me doing this kind of switch of things. I don't think book 2 really has to be just one genre, you know? It could be manga, it could be history books, it could be any of that stuff. So hopefully people like this content. And if not, then that's fine, because it's a good way to get kind of my thoughts out, and if anyone watches it, that's cool. No, I repeat myself a lot, I realized. But thank you all for watching. I'm gonna yeet over, try to figure out how to edit this, and then hopefully upload it soon. I can't tell you how many videos I have in my camera roll that I just haven't edited and haven't uploaded it. Like, that's the main reason, because I made videos over the summer. I just didn't have the computer, so I couldn't edit them. Or I mean, I couldn't upload them, so I just like didn't. And I'd really like to talk about other manga if you are interested in like watching that kind of stuff. Let me know. My Hero Academia is not my favorite series. I love Magi so much, and I'd love to be able to talk about that because it's a very underrated anime right now, at least. I know it had a little bit of a boom back a little while ago, but the whole manga is so good, and just going past where the anime went is really good. And it's like nice. Very good. My favorite series. So I'd love to talk about it more and maybe get more people to read it and, you know, talk to people who have read it and make friends and talk and happiness. I'm also reading Assassination Classroom. I've already watched the anime, but if anyone wants to know my thoughts on that, then cool. I'm reading Boy and the Beast, and a whole bunch more, like Oran, because I want to see where it goes, you know? Only seen the first season, because there's only one. Give us a second season! But anyway, so thank you all for watching. Maybe. Bye-bye. How do you stop recording? Oh, okay, bye.